All right, what's up, familia? Welcome inside the pad. Hope you guys are doing good. Keep it between the lines. Got your load secure. Feeling better. Got my energy up a little bit more. Still not quite there. And these allergies don't help, man. So the Spencer, I sound nasally, but man, I mean, I'm over here, sneezing, coughing, and damn it, dog. um, I just want to go ahead and touch on that. I'm pretty much ready to get back to my regular content, which my regular content is all over the place. So it's not like I have regular content. I just do content, whatever I want to talk about and everything like that. But I'm ready to kind of get back to it. But um, people have been asking me, go live and talk about it, and I do plan on doing that this Friday if everything goes well, depending on when you guys are watching this video. Um, I want to go ahead and talk about the experience. I talked about it on my boxing channel, but I want to talk to you guys about it here. And that is, and some of the criticism, fair criticism, right? I ain't gonna, address all the hater stuff, but um, so I showed up, right, and Buzz, Buzz rolled up deep, homie. He was already there. He was there with his crew, man. They were deep, and a lot of these dudes look like they just stepped off of a Viking ship. Serio, dog. All of them were cool. All of them were cool. I didn't see not one bad look, not one, mumbling under the breath, not one bad word, nothing, dog. Everything was cool. Everything was all good, man, right from the jump. So you go in there and you get your dressing room on the corner. There's a few chairs in there, so you go in there and you set up. At that time, Mikey wasn't even there yet. So Mikey shows up, and you got a few hours before you get to step into the ring. So me myself personally, what I try to do, I tried to stay as relaxed as I could. I would sit down, I'd put my feet up, try to stay relaxed. I know I got a few hours. Um, the the excitement is like building up. It's like mixed emotions. You got butterflies in your stomach. You still gotta wait. So at least I just try to relax. I got up a little bit, walked around. People started filtering in. A couple people that I knew. Um, started chopping it up with them a little bit, and yeah, man, just try to stay calm. It's a little tough to try to stay relaxed, but because you just got this feeling inside of you where it's just like, man, I just want this to hurry up and take place, but no, dog, that's a little bit of a battle within itself. You trying to stay calm and waiting. And of course you want to warm up. Of course you want to do all that, but you don't want to do that too early. So I just did the best I could to just try to chillax, and I was just watching Big Joe get everything together. Um, they're going over some strategy of who's gonna do what. My son could be putting the stool up there. My other son's gonna be the water, and just they're going over getting everything set in place because when the bell rings and it's time for me to go to the corner, they didn't want to be fumbling like, okay, who's got this? Who's got that? That's why, gracias to my corner, dog. Gracias to my corner. They were well prepared. They were well prepared. I did not I did not talk to them or tell them like, "Hey, make sure you guys, are on the same page." I didn't have to do that, man. They got themselves on the same page. My corner, okay, my beautiful crazy local wife, my two sons, Junior and Eric, Big Joe and Sonny Boy Acosta, dog. They made sure that all I needed to worry about was the fight. That is it. All the equipment, everything like that, they got on the same page of like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. That's what you're gonna do. Boom. As soon as he comes, You're the one that pushed the stool there. I come in first. This guy comes in second. It was cool, dog. They're like a NASCAR crew, right? So saludos, dog, to my corner. You know why I made a video thanking people, and I want to go ahead and I want to thank the guards. I didn't realize I didn't thank them, dog. It was in my mind to thank them, but the G Unit Twin Boxing Gym, the Garza family, Coach Dalbert, and Chino Anthony. If you guys could go check out their channel, they have me in there sparring with their son, and that little kid can box, Holmes. Okay, don't take it like, oh, you're boxing against a little kid or you're sparring against a little kid. A little kid can crack, homie. All right. So anyway, when the undercards were going on, I did plan on going out there to watch them, but I just decided not to. I was out there earlier before that. I shook their hands and said, like, all right, man, you guys go get it. And then I just went back to the dressing room and just tried to relax the best I could. And then there, homeboy came, wrapped my hands, and it was time to put the gloves on. And once you got the gloves on, I mean, that was it. That was a feel right there. That was a feeling right there where it's like, damn, okay, it's happening. Not to say that you weren't thinking about that before, but once the gloves uh went on and they strapped them on, I mean that was I don't know, it was something different. It was just like, damn, this really is happening. I don't know, it was almost like a taste of reality, dog. So now I'm over there, warming up a little bit, getting myself going, moving around, stretching, doing everything I got to do, right? And then I hear Buzz's music for his entrance. I personally did not see his entrance. Okay, not there in person. I did not. I was in my dressing room. They got the sheets up. I mean, there it's kind of see through, not too much, but I was just kind of like pacing back and forth. By that time, I already had stretched out. I already had warmed up, and I was pretty much ready to go, right? So I was just pacing back and forth, walking back and forth, walking back and forth, um, just trying to stay warm, trying to stay loose. That's all I was trying to do at that point. So when they came to at that point, it was just my beautiful, crazy local wife and I. My sons that came in, and I shared a really heartfelt moment with my sons that will live with me forever, forever. Um, the hugs that my sons gave me, the words that were said to one another, man, it was such heartfelt. And even with my beautiful, crazy local wife, and I could just see in her face, because she didn't want me to do this. You guys got to understand, she did not want me to do this. She was completely against this, but she knew I was going to do it though. She knew I was going to go through with it. So once she knew that I was going to go through with it, she jumped on board and said, like, well, I'm going to support you all the way. Just know I'm not down with you doing this. And she did support, all the way, man. And I could tell she was scared. She was nervous. Um, I mean, I could tell just the look on her face, man. I could tell my sons were a little bit nervous as well. But when they said, "Okay, you know what? It's time for you to walk to the ring," you walk around the ring. By that time, Buzz was already in the ring and his music was playing. He was already in there. So I go, and people have been telling me about the ring entrance, right? Spencer. And we got there, and the guy with the camera says, like, okay, your music's gonna start. Just wait like 30 seconds and then start walking to the ring. All right. I don't know, familia. I couldn't tell you guys. I'm getting a lot of feedback on my ring entrance. Gracias. I don't know. I got down on one knee and I just said a small little prayer. Okay. No, I do not pray for victory. That's not just pray to God, man, to keep us safe. Yes, it's the hurt business, but give me the ability or give me the strength to perform to the best of my ability. Win, lose, or draw doesn't matter as long as I'm able to go out there and give it everything, right? And I don't know, dog. The music started. I and I didn't wait for a countdown or anybody saying anything to me. Sonny said I don't even remember what Sonny said. If you guys watch it, Sonny says I don't remember what Sonny said. I do remember him saying, "Hey, your son and I will open up the ropes for you. So when we go around the ring, stand there and then we'll get the ropes for you." So I don't know if he was reminding me of that or not. I don't know what he said. And I just stood up. I just stood up and started walking to the ring. Um I don't know, I didn't really plan anything. I didn't really have any facial expression, but I just stood up and started walking to the ring. And I let Sonia and my son, do that with the ropes, got in there. And when Sonny came to me, he said that he said, don't look at him. He said, don't look at him. Okay. Let him look at you, but you don't look at him. Shoot, Spencer. Um, but don't look at him. That was one thing. You guys could go check out Sonny's video that he made. He gave his honest opinion, and I want to touch on that right now in a second. He said, "Look, don't look at him. Don't look at him." So Sonny was basically the coach, right? Everybody else was just helping out in the corner. So Sonny was basically the coach. I never worked with Sonny, right? Um, so he had told me, look, check this out, man. Double jab, triple jab, but don't ever throw one jab. Okay. So when that bell rang, I went out there. I think I threw like two jabs. It's 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 a whole nother beast, Holmes. It's a whole nother animal. You know what I mean? It's like it's what Mike Tyson said. Everybody got a plan till you get punched in the mouth, right? And the one thing that I noticed about Buzz was his speed. He was pretty fast, man. At least for me, he was fast. Um, I felt this punch, and I'm like, damn, I didn't really see his punches coming. Credit to Buzz because when you get a lot of street fighters and everything, they come with some, straight out helicopter punches, you know what I mean? Or winding up or whatever. And I said, man, if this dude does that, if this Vato does that, I'm gonna be able to see that from a mile away. I don't want to toot my own horn or anything and say like, oh, I'm super fast or I could see punches like that. But if this dude, comes and drops his hand and then comes way out like that, I'll be able to see that, man. I could move and counter, right? But credit to him, his punches were pretty straight, man. His punches were pretty straight and they were pretty fast, right? At least from my eye, they were pretty fast. And that's when I kind of realized I don't think I could compete with his speed, man. He is pretty fast for me at least. Um, so I was like, okay, I got to try to make this an ugly fight. So I thought, let me try to get him up against the rope. Let me try to get him up against the corner. Let me try to rough him up a little bit and just get in there. And while I'm in there, I could see some openings and try to get in with that, right? Um, and after every round, I would go to the corner and Sonny would give me advice. And I would take his advice probably like for the first, I don't know, probably for the first 10 seconds, dog. And then after that, I just kind of did my own thing. Um, I'm gonna say Sonny knew what he was talking about because I think it was the beginning of the second or third round. I'm not really sure, but he had told me he's all like, look, jab and then overhand right. Okay, I think it was the beginning of the third round. I think it could have been the second round, but that's what I did, and it landed. It landed clean and flush on Buzz, and he was telling me, "Look, stiff jab, stiff jab." So when I threw that jab and the overhand right, it landed on Buzz. I go back, I throw a stiff jab, and that landed as well. And then after that, it just went out the window, and it's just like I just started doing my own thing, dog. But had I been disciplined and stuck with Sonny's game plan, he knew what he was talking about. But that takes years of practice, man. Fighters are the best athletes, homie. MMA, Muay Thai, boxing, they are the best athletes, dog. Now, one thing is this, he had told me, "Hey, sidestep," right? And watching it back now, and I'm sure Buzz is doing the same thing. Monday morning quarterback, you look at yourself and you're like, "Damn, I could have done this. Damn, I could have done that." And I'm sure Buzz is doing the same thing, right? Um, but when you're in there, it's different, Holmes. And to think that all you got to do is just listen to what your corner's telling you, I'll tell you guys right now. And Buzz and I had a conversation on his channel. You don't hear it. You don't hear it. And I'll be honest, dog. I wasn't even thinking about it. I wasn't even thinking about, like, hey, what's Sonny saying? What's Sonny saying? That right there is a talent within its own. To be in a fight at the same time paying attention to instructions of what your corner's telling you. I just heard noise. That is it. It was just noise, and I'll be real with you guys. I wasn't even really trying to pay attention to what was being said, right? Um, because I'm like, I'm in a fight, you know. Once the second round was over, I kind of thought to myself, okay, this is where the other battle begins. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, why the second round? Here's why the second round. Because after the second round, I was feeling tired. And that is what I'm talking about. See, you could listen to music, you could have a hype man pump you up and everything. You could go in there and you could be, feeling like super Billy badass, homie, like hell yeah, I'm ready to just rip this dude apart, right? But once fatigue starts setting in, once your body starts telling you, like, hey, you know what? You're probably doing a little too much here. That's when the battle begins. Okay. Because not only are you facing your opponent, but you're facing yourself as well. You're facing all the voices, you're facing your body, you're facing doubt in your mind. And don't think, dog, that doubt doesn't come to your mind. Quitting was never an option. Absolutely, quitting was never an option. But don't think that doesn't get to your mind. Like, damn, I'm tired, man. Should I just pack it in? You got to tell your mind to shut the heck up, dog. Like, no, I got to go through with this. Your shoulders are burning, your legs feel weak. You just got to get up and do it. That is what I was talking about the entire time. The battle of will, right? Fortitude, homie. That's what I was talking about the entire time. Anybody could get all super duper pumped up and possibly go around. Okay, just built on motivation, just built on, listening to music, just built on, your corner just pumping you up and everything, and you just feeling aggressive and yeah, yeah. But fast forward a few rounds. Okay, now it's a battle. Okay, now there is no music, there is no anything like that. Now your body is somewhat to a certain degree shutting down, dog, and that's the battle that I was talking about. And Buzz, homie, he had no quit in him, and I appreciate that because I wasn't gonna quit either. Does it ever cross your mind? I mean, yeah, dog, to a certain degree, and you're just like, nah, I knew I wasn't gonna quit, but it does kind of cross your mind a little bit, like immediately you shut it down, like, no, Charlie, I can get up, let's go, right? Let's go and do what we're able to do. um Especially getting into like the fourth and fifth round, I was tired. You don't realize how much energy it really takes out of you. And yeah, Holmes, I mean, it was quite the experience. Now, let me go ahead and get to the criticism that I've been hearing and seeing. And there's a little criticism to be thrown around, and not so much on the fight, but the production, right? Like the sound, the camera angles. Yeah, I get it. I watched it. I had to pay for it just like everybody else if I wanted to watch it. It's not like Mikey gives us some sort of special link or code that we get it for free. No, Charlie, dog. If he had to pay to watch it, right? You guys gotta understand, man. This isn't Golden Boy. This is not top ranked. There's not a gang of fatty dog to put into this. Everybody that was there, everybody that was involved. I'm telling you guys right now, everybody that was involved, I saw it. They were doing what they could, Holmes. Shout out to brother Alfonso. He took it serious. Damn, hey, that about to rolled up, man, wearing some shiny shoes, dog. I mean, his shoes were something else, dog. But and he gave me the shirt off his back, literally. But you guys gotta understand, man. Mikey, he's over there trying to do something, and he's doing it. It's not that he's trying; he's doing it. Where some of the camera angles a little bit off, yeah, of course. There people have got at me and saying like, "Hey, dog, you guys were fighting on that corner over there, yet the camera angle is in the complete opposite corner across the ring." Yeah, I get it, right? And the sound, oh man, you guys couldn't hear what was going on in the ring. You couldn't hear the punches, and yeah, that's all fair criticism, but it's good criticism on where to improve. And like I said, this isn't multi-billion-dollar industry, man. This is Mikey, who's putting all this together, and everybody's trying to lend a helping hand, dog. You know what I mean? You got people coming together to try and make this thing happen. So, I mean, while it's fair and good criticism, I want people to understand as well that that it's not like there's a gang of feria behind all this, man. So, I mean, I saw exactly what you guys saw. Like I said, there's no special link for the fighters. We saw exactly what you guys saw, and yeah, I watched it, and I was just like, okay, cool. And I saw a couple of things where I'm like, you know what? All right, improve right there, but you can always improve on things, and I think things are going to get better. So all we need is dudes that are gonna show up and throw some chingazos, man. That's it, right? um I want to say this, man, and I said this on my boxing channel. I don't know how many YouTube fights there are out there. Okay, to the best of my knowledge, I think there's five that I've seen, including this one. I think there's five that I've seen. Okay, I remember there was two black dudes that threw down. I think one of them's name was Bosco. I don't know if he's a rapper or something like that. I remember Snoop Dogg being involved in one of them. He was doing some commentary. I think that dude Bosco was in two of them. Maybe I'm not really sure. If you guys can let me know, let me know, because I don't really keep up game like that. But um, there's the one with Gunner and I. There's the one with Tony and EBK, and then there's this one. Right now, I'm not talking about major celebrity YouTubers like the Paul brothers. All right, um, but those are the five that I can think of. Maybe there's more out there. I don't know. You guys can let me know. I'm not over here tooting my own horn when I say this, but honestly, honestly, I think this was the best fight. Um, Maybe there's some other YouTube fights out there that I haven't seen that I'm not aware of, but looking at it, what Buzz and I did in there, and again, I'm not tooting my own horn on in any of this. I'm being honest, okay? And if there's something else better out there, let me know, Holmes, and I'll check it out, and I'll say like, yeah, shoot, that's better. I got no problem. I got no problem saying like, hey, that fight was better. Shoot, it was better. But I think the fight that Buzz and I had, you know, I think that one set the bar. I'm proud of us. I'm proud of what him and I did in there. He's an electrician. I'm a trucker. We trained whenever we could, got ourselves our shape, and went in there and did what we did. And honestly, man, just being real, I think we set the bar. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But from what I've seen, I think we set the bar, Holmes. I think we gave a pretty damn good fight for two dudes that are not boxers, that are not, anything of that sort, man. I thought we did pretty damn good, and I think it's been the best fight so far, to the best of my knowledge from the fights that I know of. So, yeah, I recommend you guys check it out. If you guys don't want to check it out, then don't check it out, dog. Because I hear, obviously I hear the whole thing like, oh man, it should be for free. Then don't pay for it. Then just don't bother watching it. Then, okay. For those that are saying like, oh man, I was busy on Saturday, I didn't get a chance to watch it. Doesn't work like that. If you're serious about it, you could still go watch it. It doesn't work like that. Like, oh man, it was Saturday night, and if you missed it, you missed it. It's gone completely. No, Charlie, dog. It's up now. It'll be up in a month. It'll be up in 2 months. It'll be up as long as Content Creator Series of Fighting is around. It'll be up. It'll be up in a year. So you guys could go check it out, man. I'll leave the link pinned in the comment section if you guys are serious about watching it. But yeah, I'm not trying to oversell it. I'm not trying to sound like we're super duper badass or anything of that sort, man. But I'm just gonna be honest, man. I think Buzz and I have has been the best fight, when it comes to YouTube. And if you guys can let me know another fight that was better, hey dog, I'll check it out and I'll come back on here. I'll say like, you know what, you're right, dog. That other one was better. So, but anyway, family, I just want to come on here and talk about what it was like to be the experience in there, the fight itself, and the criticism that I've been getting, which is fair criticism. It's fair criticism. Yeah, some of the camera angles, some of the sound, the crowd. Shout outs to the crowd. The crowd was electric. Again, the sound doesn't really pick that up too much, but the crowd that was there, 50, 60, 70 people. I don't know how many people were really there, but the crowd was into it, man. The crowd was electric, dog. Good times, great experience. It'll live with me forever, man. And shout outs to my opponent, Buzz. And yeah, just want to come on here, tell you guys about that. This video was very long. If you stuck through it all and all, hey, saludos to you, man. All right. Like I said, the link is pinned in the comment section if you guys really truly want to check it out. All right. If you guys are using that, like, oh, I missed it as a way to say, like, no, I'm not going to pay to watch it, that's cool, dog. Just say, I'm not interested. But anyway, familia, as always, live your life like you're on the road. Be aware surroundings. Always keep it safe. This is blood. Make sure you live below to make family. So next time, this is Ed the Troll Trucker. Over and out.